Be advised that the federal government brainwashes the family through the prison industrial complex and use them as slaves, okay? Agents of the state, mind-controlled slaves, okay? Then they carry out government-sponsored organized crime on innocent people who actually can think for themselves. Then what they do is conduct cyber torture, okay? So the Federal Bureau of Investigation is using our family members as slaves, then try to make it look like we done something wrong to an innocent person by saying that, hey, you're going to get your family killed. When realistically, it's the government working with a bunch of fucking criminals, human trafficking through the prison industrial complex and secret societies and satanic cults, trying to sacrifice people, torturing them, beatings, rapings, kidnappings, murder, and government-sponsored organized crime under the guise of the National Security Agency. Now, this is what Edward Snowden pretty much exposed, how corrupt the U.S. government is and how they conduct illegal surveillance on innocent people and government-sponsored organized crime. We are living in a controlled simulation. They torturing people, raping people, making threats. They threaten the family. The Federal Bureau of Investigation plays bounties on entire family if they pretty much don't make the sacrifice to Satan. You get what I'm saying? So once you really wake up and realize that everything you thought was true is a lie and there's no rule of law or order, but a bunch of criminals, and how the FBI is involved in psychiatry, fraud, kidnappings, beatings, torture, rape, murder, organized crime, and it's the police, along with the FBI, actually committing all the crime and not actually trying to prevent the crime, okay? So that's why you can't really find the people who, who are doing all these crimes and stuff, and there's so much cover-up and so much corruption because the same people who's supposed to be preventing the crime and stuff or investigating the crimes are the ones that's actually doing the crime, okay? Common sense, and it makes sense, okay? Kidnappings, illegal surveillance, torture. Just like I said, you have American Stasi, where there's a bunch of criminals pretty much covering up for the police in this corrupt, unjust, messed up system, and they're a bunch of sellouts. They get paid to sell people out, just like they did back in ancient days, at the time of slavery. People always sold other people out. So you had one group of people profiting off of another group of people. So human trafficking, rape, torture, psychiatry, fraud, kidnappings, and it's all pretty much being ran from the prison industrial complex. So they're not actually trying to prevent crime. They're actually creating crime. Like right now, and I'm a victim of cyber torture, and I'm a targeted individual, okay? So they torture you, okay? They can control all your neurological, your neurological system and your biological functions. This is brutal, inhumane torture by the federal government being done to innocent people, and they use fear to control these cowards to go around conducting illegal surveillance and torturing and trying to murder everybody else to cover up their fraud and their corruption. Then they brainwash the family, okay, and try to play the family off against you, all right, and say, well, I'm going to get my family because I believe in God. This is being done to people with high integrity that they can't corrupt, people who actually have strong minds, and they can read your mind in real time. This is technology. I do get what is called voice of skull and synthetic telepathy. They are patent for all this technology. And the United States government has been using this satellite-based technology under the guise of the National Security Agency for decades, okay? And to cover up the usage of non-consensual neurological and biological weapons. That's right. Psychiatry, fraud has been used to cover up the usage of non-consensual neurological and biological weapons. Okay, this is technology. People are not crazy. Yes, the government is beaming frequencies and voices in people's heads, torturing them, and pretty much they can control almost every organ within your body. And they torture you at a cellular level, okay? So this is what's being done to me, okay? They're torturing me, pressurizing my body, my head. You can see my eyes even look swollen. I got bags, okay, because they squeeze my face, and this is done at a cellular level, okay? Very strong-minded, highly intelligent. My major is actually information service technology, so I can explain and know exactly how all of this is being done to me. And what they want you to do is go see a psychiatrist or something like that so they can strip away your rights, okay? It's used to discredit you, okay? And this is all the system. Everything from the police, the hospitals, even the civilians, okay? You're living in a simulation. I was illegally implanted in 2006 at the Baltimore City Detention Center. So everything is being systematically controlled. It's all by design. And what they've been doing is, the government has been doing is paying these agents to go around and wage psychological and spiritual warfare on people. Fake relationships, persecute people on the job. Then at the end, they torture you and try to murder you to cover up their corruption and their crimes. Yes, this is being done at the highest level of government by the federal agencies. Police involvement, that's how you have people from all walks of life, okay? Because the so-called Illuminati or the FBI infiltrate everything through the prison industrial complex. And they've been doing this for decades, okay? It was over a 50-year plan. And when I actually went to the FBI, okay, before I was even aware, what was going on pretty much, I went to the FBI pretty much saying that, exposing the corruption done at Baltimore City Detention Center, how they illegally placed a non-consensual neural weapon within my body, okay, within my right ankle, without consent, a neural weapon. That's right, an implant in my body in 2006 of September. And when I actually went and did that, the Federal Bureau of Investigation fraudulently and illegally placed me on the terrorist watch list, okay, for exposing their crimes. Then waged psychological warfare on me, okay, persecution on the job. It seemed like everybody was against me. It's called workplace mobbing. And these are the little secret society members, okay, and what is known as organized gangstalking. So they fraudulently placed me on the terrorist watch list, persecuted me on my job. I pretty much did all the work while everybody sitting on their butts doing nothing. It seemed like everybody was against you, okay? And it's called workplace mobbing though, okay? Then they send these little agents, fake females and stuff like that, fake relationships. Then they actually even have your family involved in it, okay? In these crimes, okay? Yeah, your family actually even participate in this so-called gang stalking. And at the end, they torture you, okay, at a cellular level under the guise of the National Security Administration, being voices in your head by what is known as voice to skull. This is gas or some kind of pressure. It's some kind of siliconizing of my cells. That they're doing to my body and torture me, trying to secretly and silently kill me, okay? And they say I'm gonna kill my family, when realistically, no. It's a bunch of criminals that's trying to come up for an unjust system and kill you, okay? And they're mind-controlled slaves. So everything you thought to be true is actually backwards. Okay, these are criminals. The whole system is messed up, and they torture and murder people. The federal government, the so-called Illuminati, infiltrate our families, then come after the so-called strong-minded people within the family and try to kill off the one who actually have the strong mind while controlling and manipulating the weak ones, okay? Then try to use your family to cover up the crimes of the state, okay? So the federal government is committing genocide, or should I say democide, under the guise of national security, while secretly infiltrating our families and controlling all of them through the prison industrial complex, okay? Through mainly fear, okay? Fear.